Geothermal energy can be found almost everywhere in the world. Once it is harnessed, water is injected deep underground and it returns as steam to drive a turbine or electric power generator. Geothermal energy has many uses. For example, it can be used by farmers to heat their greenhouses. It can be used to heat and cool buildings and water. It can be used for drying of lumber, cement, crops, and pasteurizing milk. Despite of the high costs of researching appropriate areas and building power plants and also drilling into earth, and the lack of equipment and people contributing to their research, which can add to the cost, there is also a lot of economic and environmental benefits. For example, geothermal energy is a renewable resource which allows the decreased use of money, and it's also very inexpensive. So once it is installed, it can be free to use. Being a clean energy source, it does not produce greenhouse gases that are harmful to the atmosphere. The power plants needed for geothermal energy don't need the clearing of land or damming of rivers or mining like other energy resources. When it comes to the development of a power plant for the geothermal energy, it only costs around $3,000. After that, the operating and maintenance costs range from 1 cent to 3 cents per kilowatt per hour. Also, when it comes to consumer cost, it only costs 5 cents to 10 cents per kilowatt per hour. Being a source of energy that does not contribute to the creation of greenhouse gases, geothermal energy does not create too much pollution. But when it comes to it using less electricity, limiting the amount of heated water discharged, and transferring heat from water to the atmosphere for recycling heated water after it is cooled, can help reduce or prevent pollution. Unfortunately, the location of geothermal energy sources can be in high seismic activity areas where earthquakes can be very common, which can be a safety issue that needs to be looked out for. Once geothermal energy power plants have been put into use, they are later transferred into closed-loop water systems where extracted water is pumped directly back into the geothermal reservoirs after they have been used for heat and electricity production. Also, gases removed from the well are not exposed to the atmosphere and are injected back into the ground, keeping the environment safe. As technology continues to improve, geothermal energy is also getting cheaper. Buying power from geothermal plants will soon be very cheap, even much cheaper than dirtier fossil fuel counterparts. At one point, geothermal energy will eventually account for around 1/6 of the world's power supply. In this case, having geothermal energy can become a very crucial part of one's life.